All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Harold One by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. Before I begin, I want to say Kal Halayim, Layahawa, Bahashim Havashai, Bahashim Harakar Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's going to be a lesson or video on the fly. Uh, Breaking prophetic news. Uh, DJ Trump says he plans to unleash hell if Iran doesn't make a deal, a peace deal. The White House says. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this. This is Psalms 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. That's these politicians, smooth talkers. All right. But war was in his heart. Right. That's what they say. The current administration of the U.S. or basically Trump was basically lying the whole time, dealing with the peace deal. They were having their peace talks with Iran. They were attacking them at the same time with Israel. All right, so war has been their intention from the whole start. What they call regime change. It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. All right, so um, they planned on bringing hell from the beginning. He's a damn hellraiser. You put hellraisers in power, that's what they're gonna do, raise hell. All right. And what is hell? Hell is basically on earth. It's carnage. All right, let's get the definition of carnage. It's sorrow. Hell can be sorrow, it's a condition. But then you also have hell just meaning the grave. All right. So the children of Israel are in hell on earth under he said all all the heathens or Esau's ways are grievous. So that's hell for us, man. All right. Um, but but if a person brings hell, they bring in sorrow, death through their carnage. Let's get that carnage definition. It says carnage refers to the violent, large scale slaughter or butchery of people, often in war or severe accidents. All right, so that's what he's talking about, bringing pure carnage. All right, doom and gloom. DJ Trump will unleash hell if Persia doesn't make peace deal. The White House says. I think they had the peace deal yesterday, Friday. All right, I don't know if it fell through or not, but I don't think they care anyway. Um, Now they have today, which is Saturday, March 28th, 2026. They have some analysts are saying allegedly uh, DJ Trump was manipulating the markets, possibly by coming out and saying, "Yeah, the war is over." This actually boosted the market until Saturday, today, and after that, once the markets close, Iran is expecting an attack from the U.S. All right, so he just, in a way, he's kind of made all his constituents rich before this war really kicks off, right, climaxes. And it doesn't seem like it's calming down right now either, because I think the Bushehr power nuclear power plant was hit, and that's ran by Russia. So it was hit by a projectile. So this thing is heating up. Now you got talks of the U.S. sending over thousands of troops. Sometimes you hear 10,000, sometimes you hear 1,000, you hear 17,000, 2,000. Clearly, they're sending them over in droves, in increments. All right. Um, Now I'm gonna play this real quick. Hopefully, I don't get no strike. I'm gonna play it.
Well, thank you very much.
US President Donald Trump is ready to unleash hell on Iran if Tehran does not accept a deal to end the war in the Middle East, the White House warned on Wednesday. Press Secretary
They ain't say he gonna unleash hell if they don't agree to end the war. He's saying he gonna unleash hell if they don't submit. That's what he said, man. If they don't submit and admit defeat, see, it's pride. They want you to admit defeat. I'm saying you're defeated, so make me look good. Tell everybody you're defeated.
Caroline Levitt's comments come after
And
Iran
and Iran is saying the exact opposite. They're saying they're strong. They're saying their missiles are intact, their navy's still intact, even though Trump is claiming the opposite. Uh, what is that? Karg Island is has been pummeled, but it's not fully destroyed. They still saying they have a plan once the U.S. sends their troops over. The U.S. plan on sending thousands. Iran just initiated or activated 1 million troops in Iran, as low as 12 years old. It's gonna be hard to fight against. You see a 12-year-old out there, man.
rejected a US plan to pause the war earlier on Wednesday and launched more attacks on Israel and Gulf countries.
But if Iran fails to accept the reality of the current moment, if they fail to understand
She's clearly a demon, man. I don't like her. She's a lying mouthpiece for their administration, and they always lie. Just like Congress, what was her name? Congress Lisa Rice. They always lie, and then when they get out of office, they tell the truth about their lies. He made me lie.
that they have been defeated militarily and will continue to be, President Trump will ensure they are hit harder than they have ever been hit before.
See, that's Esau, man. You see, look, why is that so important? You got to admit that you've been defeated in this war, or you're gonna get hit harder than before. It may go nuclear. It's like only a psychopath will talk about using nukes inside of Earth's atmosphere, in the atmosphere amongst humanity. See, people forget that part. Like, what we really talking about here? You talking about destroying people, and they talking about it like it's a video game. Like they playing Call of Duty. Proverbs 16:18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Right, claiming you won before the damn war is over. All right, but he said he's gonna unleash hell. Let me go back to this.
President Trump does not bluff, and he is prepared to unleash hell.
But Levitt also said that the United States and Iran are still engaged in peace talks.
See, is it peace or is it hell? Which you that's why the scripture say that, man. War is in his heart. His heart is drawn swords. And Russia's starting to realize it. They're starting to realize that, damn, we having peace talks with them, but they still bombing us. We might as well get nukes. That's what all the countries are thinking about right now, and that goes with scripture too. You're gonna start hearing about these smaller proxy countries starting to seek nuclear strategic deterrence instead of peace talks.
Meanwhile, Iranian media quoted an anonymous official who said the end of the war will occur when Iran decides it should end, not when Trump envisions its conclusion.
Damn. So basically, Iran saying um, they don't trust the peace talks no more. All right, and then that they're setting the pace for this war now, not the U.S. Originally, it was the U.S. when Iran said it's a tit for tat war, meaning you hit us, we're gonna hit you the same way. You hit our infrastructure, we hit yours. You hit our civilian areas, we hit yours. You hit um, oil fields, Iran hits their oil fields. Tit for tat. But now they're hitting um, nuclear sites. Iran said the gloves coming off. Everything is a target now. So they say if you got hotels, um, celebrities, anybody over there or in those areas can get targeted now. Even what they call them sleeper cells here in the U.S. So it's about to get real, man. So Trump to unleash hell if Iran doesn't make the peace deal. Um, hold up, but check this out. Let's read this. Revelation 6 and 8, and Revelation 6 and 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal of prophecy, I heard the voice of the fourth beast, the fourth angel, say, "Come and see." And the angels are all in the midst right now. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. All right, and that term "pale," um, I forgot what it is in the Hebrew, but if you go to it, it actually can mean two different things. All right, chloros. So it could be green, or it could represent something like King David said, "Leadeth me by green pastures." If you look at that word "green," same word here. All right. Um, but in this sense, it's saying, imagine something looking beautiful and green and thriving, but then it turns pale and starts decaying and dying off. That's what it represents when these people are in power. They bring nothing but destruction. Look at the earth now. Look at the Middle East. Since he's been in power, well, his second time in office, I guess, it's been a year. Ain't even been a whole year yet. Look, especially with the administration that he set up, Rubio and all them. So in this sense, where it's a pale horse, it represents something decaying, destruction upon earth through carnage. All right, so let's go back. It says here, and I looked, and a pale horse, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. All right, and to find out who that is, we got to go to Habakkuk chapter 2. So, in Edom, hold on, let me see. Edom basically is the Lord's sword on earth. I'm not even gonna get that. I'm just keep reading. And hell, so what? So he was deaf, and hell followed with him. So wherever they go, they bring nothing but hell and death, man. All right. So and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, or over portions of the earth, to kill with sword. That's what they're doing. And the war is going to bring what? Famine, hunger, and death, and with beasts of the earth. All right. So yeah, man. So it said what? Death and hell followed him, man. Everywhere they go, they bring hell. All his ways are grievous. All right. When the wicked are in power authority, the people mourn. And it's in the power of their hands. So they're working evil out here in the world. So let's go to Habakkuk 2 real fast. I'm gonna show you something else after this. I want to show you Iran's response. All right. So it says Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, because they had so many successes on this earth, being a military power, economic power with the dollar, you know, World War II, Vietnam, um, Venezuela, Baghdad. All these are like victories, and really basically transgression, continual sin, murderous um, takeovers. All right, because he transgresseth by wine through their business, their philosophy, through their demonocracy, their military um, plans. So they transgress, continually sin through that, and become rich. He is a proud man. See, they become proud. Look at them talking in their offices, man, the Oval Office, about what they're gonna do to people on the earth and do to humans, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna bomb them, and we've destroyed all their leaders. Who wants to be a Iranian leader right now? Not me. Like, that's a hard job to sign up for now, isn't it? This clowning, destroying people's families and households. Neither keepeth at home. See, they offer everybody business on everybody's doorstep. Military bases all over the world. Who enlargeth his desire as hell. See that? So once they place their desires in a certain area, they bring order out of chaos, which is destruction. Order out of carnage, right? They cause the chaos, and then you go to they people cry for help, then they show up with the answer. Now they're planning a new world order. Who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death. So we know who that is. All right. It's not Biggie, but Big E. Donald D today the president is DJ Trump. So he's enlarging their desire as hell. And he said it. He said what? Right there. This is it, man. At the end it shall speak and not lie. Who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. But gather, see, he ain't gonna walk away. Is Trump gonna pull out of this war? He ain't satisfied. He wants you to cry uncle. They already failed. They aim to destabilize um the morale over there in Iran, and it didn't work. They wanted to crush their military. It didn't work. Their military operating without a damn head. So you fighting the body. Autonomous military structure. Operate on his own without the leaders that were here just months ago. Now they got new leaders with more fire, more ambition, and resolve, and willpower, and also revenge. That's not good. All right. So, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, saying, "Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his." How long are they going to rob and steal and unalive on this earth? How long are they going to continue to increase in debt? How long are they going to continue to increase in the world resources and taking lands? It's not theirs, man. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Aren't they the ones in debt? See, all these nations see that. And that's the card or the chess move that Iran is playing off of. They can attack them militarily. They just enlisted 1 million soldiers in response to this hell threat or sending troops. Because that's the hell they talking about. He's saying he's either going to nuke Iran, which I doubt it yet, or they're going to send in a human nuke, which would be the soldiers, right, attacking straight on, full ground war. As long as the war stays in the air, it's not a full on war yet. But once it touches the ground, that's Armageddon. Right, that's straight up Armageddon. All right. So it says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood. People like all them Iranian leaders that they lost over there. And for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high. It's crazy, man. It said none else beside me, right? That he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house, to the house of the thief, by cutting off many people, and have sinned against thy soul. All right, so they've created the damn sin by touching the apple of the Lord's eye first, the Native Americans, the Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, and all until today. Look at the destruction this nation has left behind, man, on this earth. All right, so Iran responded. Iran responded and said this. Check this out. Hold on. There you go. This is what Iran said. Iran said, Iran guards warn gates of hell will open more and more on the U.S. and Israel. So they saying the gates of hell. We don't know who they got over there. Some damn Persians. They got what personalities they got. We got a glimpse of their personality through the scriptures, the Persians, and also through the movie 300. Our arrows shall blot out the sun. And we know through the scriptures, once they put a law into place, they don't remove it. The Persians. Um, they also they have a deep history, layers of it, thousands of years of history, empires, you know, and that's what they're fighting against. So they're both promising hell to each other. So, you know, this is war. Russia's intel shock. So they're saying that Russia is giving intelligence to the Iran. Lavrov drops a bomb as Iran readies 1 million troops. I've seen 300,000 people at a show one time, but I haven't seen a million people. They had a million man march. But damn, a million soldiers coming straight at you. And you don't know, man, look, it was a story that just went out. I heard it myself from Trump on a video, and he was saying their Navy got ambushed. They're ambushing each other. But he was speaking of the Babylon, Babylon the Great's Navy. And he said they were getting attacked from 17 different directions by drones and ships, small ships from Iran on the waters. He said we could do nothing but run and scream because they were getting attacked from 17 different directions at once. That's a blitz. So imagine a million soldiers. That's so many options they can do. And they control the mountains over there in Hormuz, right? Which I'm not going to get fully into yet. But they control that strategic setup over there in the Strait of Hormuz. All of this is a mountain range that helps Iran control all of this right here, the waters. You see that and up here. And then the U.S. has its allies all across. These are all the U.S. allies. Not even under full control of the U.S., but they got a pardon from the U.S. to make a deal with them. That's what Saudi Arabia and such. And then Pakistan has a deal with Saudi Arabia, a nuclear protection deal. So Saudi Arabia got hit yesterday. So Pakistan is talking about getting involved. I think Pakistan got hit by Israel too yesterday. Saudi Arabia's um, military setup in Pakistan got hit yesterday. So Pakistan sent a message to Israel saying, "Yeah, we will beat your ass." They said it just like that too. They said, "Yo, we will kick your ass." Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, it's cool. If I can't find it, it's cool. Yeah, they would beat your ass. That's what he said. Look, I ain't lying. Pakistan fumes. Pakistan is fuming. Wait, what the hell is all this? I got a little glitch going on. Give me a second. Pakistan fumes over embassy. Oh my goodness, what the hell? All right, it says what? Pakistan fumes over embassy strike in Tehran and issues stern warning for Israel. We will beat your ass. We will beat the hell out of you. You can see it right there. If I can go to it, we will beat hell out of them. Damn, I didn't even notice that. You say you bringing hell? Okay, we're gonna beat that shit out you. You gonna bring hell to where? Death and hell followed where? Okay, we're gonna beat that shit out of you. You obviously got some issues. We're gonna beat it out you. All right, so if Pakistan get involved, they got nukes. And Israel plan. See, what that shows you is that who was they talking to? They're talking to Israel, right? Yeah, Israel. I ain't tripping. Because Pakistan is here to back up Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia is being backed up by the US, but then you still got Israel attacking both sides. Think about it, man. They're attacking Pakistan, they're attacking Iran, they doing false flags in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Bahrain, they've been finding out. All from Israel. Why? Because Israel wants that Abraham Accord. They don't care nothing about the US. The US is being manipulated and used. And once they forced to have to deal with their own economy, Israel will be left to dominate the Middle East. They're using the US to weaken these nations. All right. Remember, they want to build the alleged third temple. We're the third temple. But they want to build a false third temple. So they have to get rid of that mosque over there. We may hear something about that soon too. So this whole region is on fire for Armageddon. Now they gotta get the troops involved. All right. So where was I reading? But yeah, he said, yo, you want to bring hell? Well, we're gonna beat it out of you. Look, don't send your children to hell. Iran warns the U.S. Israel against ground invasion. Once you go and bring them ground troops, they're going into a trap. Look, they're going into a trap. Check this out. He said they're waiting for him. This is Iran, the Iranian foreign minister. All right. Watch his face. Imagine you playing chess against him and he look at you like this. Or you playing spades and he look at you. You look up.
Is going to be replaced. Are you afraid of a U.S. invasion in your country? No, we are waiting for them. You are waiting.
Look, see the smirk? Look, yeah, see? He got something up their sleeve. They got something up their sleeve. They're confident. Yo, they said they had no problem pulling together 1 million soldiers. And that's small on their bucket list. That's nothing compared to what they really got. They're still using missiles from the 50s. They're still using missiles from the early 90s against the U.S. All right. Now look at his face. He got that smirk, like, yo, yeah, we won already. Look, you playing chess. He like, I got you already.
Waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops? No, we are waiting for them.
They waiting for him.
You are waiting for the U.S. military to invade the ground troops? Yes, because we are confident that we can confront them, and that would be a big disaster for them.
So that means if somebody say they're waiting for you, right? And that's like, your ground troops is an option that's kind of 10 steps down the line. That would mean that if they're talking about ground troops, you bring your ground troops, we're waiting on you. That means I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I already know you coming this way, and I'm gonna meet you right there. Man, they playing against a chess nation. They the one that created Chaturanga, which is the world of chess strategy. You know, a game of strategy. So here you go. I'm gonna play this real quick. One more. Um, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has issued a stern warning to the United States and Israel, basically the Hellraisers, cautioning against any attempt to launch a ground offensive in Iran, which may be today, Saturday. In a strongly worded statement, the IRGC warned that any incursion would be met with fierce resistance. Don't send your children to hell. Damn. Don't send your children to hell, man, for these people. With the deceit of Netanyahu and Trump, allegedly, right? Well, we know it's true, but allegedly. The invading soldiers will be deeply drowned because they're amphibious. He's saying they're gonna drown them with fire, with missiles, and disappear in the million strong sea of the Iranian nation. It said, sheesh, man, that's God, that's like some ancient trash talk right there. The invading soldiers will be deeply drowned because it's amphibious. The attack that they're sending is amphibious, and they're gonna use I think they're sending over like 2 or 3 warthogs, which is those planes that they use in Baghdad or Desert Storm. Um, and they sent it over more aircraft carriers, the amphibious aircraft carriers. I mean, they go from water to the land. So they're saying they're gonna be drowned at their approach, sunk, and disappear in the million strong sea of the Iranian nation. Damn. I mean, 1 million soldiers. I ain't about to read all this. I'm not about to read all this. So that's it. I'll leave it there. Well, one more. In a strongly worded statement, the IRGC warned that any incursion would be met with fierce resistance. Oh, I already read that. All right. So, yeah, man, they going hell for hell right now. And, check this out. The gates of hell. Iranian army rare message to the U.S. and Israel promises biggest ever strike soon. That's what I said. Iran is holding back. We haven't seen what they really got yet. They holding back, man. They fuck around, bring out Leviathan or some shit. You just don't know with it. I'm just joking, but you want to play? You said okay. Unleash the Kraken. I'm like, whoa, what? Go get Leviathan. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be that. I'm just joking, but they got something. They have a plan. Me personally, I believe they got nukes. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this one. But yeah, they saying they're gonna what? Unleash the gates of hell. So both of them are threatening the same thing. Same type of carnage on each other. But who started it? Yeah, this guy here. So I'm gonna read this. This is Isaiah 4:14 and 9. All right. So as the U.S. and its allies are making their approach to raise hell, you got the other nations saying, "Okay, we're gonna meet you, and we're gonna bring hell to you." And that's what they're saying. Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Meaning it's clear the scripture saying that they're going to be doing the offense. You know, the Epstein regime is going to be doing the offense, and they don't want this. So, but these nations are going to stand their ground, right? Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. They're being stirred up. All the soldiers, and they ready. They're saying they're strong. It stirreth up the dead for thee, the heathen nations, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. Man, so the more they dig into that area over there, the more fierce Iran's response will be. And eventually China, Russia, Korea, Turkey's talking about getting involved now against Israel. Iraq just joined Iran. Qatar just seceded to Iran. So these nations starting to wake up. All right. So yeah, hell from beneath is being moved for thee. Russia intel shock. Lavrov drops a bomb as Iran readies 1 million troops to unleash hell on the U.S. Army. So we'll see how this thing goes, man. Will they bring in ground troops today, or will they start dealing with nukes? Because they moved past the realm of a tit for tat war. Now, this shit is about to go off the rails. But I'm gonna say shalom.